In this video, you will learn how to solve two questions, one on permutation and two on probability. These are two different questions that was posted on day 3 and 4 of the Jamb tutorial classes. These are the third question and the fourth question we'll be treating as we prepare for your Jamb examination. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more simplified mathematics solutions. The first question, question number 3, says, in how many ways can 3 seats be occupied if 5 people are willing to sit? Remember, in the last video, we talked about permutation and combination. Now, can you guess which of these two is this question? We're talking about in how many ways can 3 seats be occupied if 5 people are willing to sit? Remember, in permutation, order and sequence are very important, and permutation has to do with what? Arrangement. In this question, you are not asked to select, you are not asked to choose, so your mind should be telling you that this is a question on permutation. So sequence and arrangement truly matters, and this has to do with the number of ways we can arrange 5 people or 3 persons sitting in 5 people who are willing to sit on 3 seats. So how do we go about this arrangement? Let's get started. Don't forget to give this video a like, share it with friends and colleagues, and remember to also subscribe to our channel as we prepare you for your upcoming examination. Now let's look at this question properly. We have concluded that this question is a question on permutation. Now, what is the formula for solving a question on permutation? We are told that the total number of objects n permutation, the number of objects that will be selected r will be equal to the total number factorial divided by the total number minus the number to be selected, what? Factorial. And this is the formula for finding the permutation. Now, what is the total number of people that are given to us? We are given that the total number of people that are willing to sit on that chair is what? Is 5. And we are told that the number of ways, we are asked to find the number of ways 3 seats can be occupied by these 5 people. So this is the what? The number of objects that should be selected. 3 what? 3 seats. We don't have 5 seats. We only have 3 seats to be occupied by 5 people who are willing to sit. So how do we arrange them? Now let's look at that. Now, since we have this, the 5 permutation tree will now be equal to, we'll have this to be equal to 5 factorial divided by 5 minus 3 what? Factorial. So what do we have here? If we simplify this, we are going to have 5 permutation 3 to be equal to 5 factorial, right? Divided by 2 what? 2 factorial. Now let's simplify that. This will be equal to 5 factorial is going to give us 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. And this will be divided by 2 factorial is 2 multiplied by 1. So by simply looking at this, you see that this will clear this, and then the solution will simply be 5 permutation 3 will be equal to 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3. And what would this give us? 5 multiplied by 4 is 20, and 20 times 3 will be equal to 60. So the solution of selecting 5 people to sit on 3 people, the number of ways they can be selected is 60 what? 60 ways. Do we have that in the option? That is B. So that question is solution what? Is option B. Now let's look at the next question. The next question is on probability. And in that question, we are asked to find the probability that x is what? That x which ranges from 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 25 choosing at random is divisible by both 2 and what? And 3. Now if you are given this question, how do you solve it? Now let's look at how we can solve this question. The first thing you need to do is to look at the range at which this value of x is given. What are the range? Now if you look at this question very well, you'll find out that from this you can see that the value of x should be what? Should be greater than or equal to 1, and also our x must be less than or equal to 25. It is these two values that forms that range. These are the two values of x. So what are the values of x? If we simplify, if we want to write out the values of x, the values of x will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and here we'll have 16, we'll have 17, we'll have 18, we'll have 19, we'll have 20, we'll have 21. All these are the values of x in that range. We'll have 22, we'll have 23, we'll have 24, and then we'll have what? 25, because x must be less than or equal to 25. So that simply tells us 25 and 1 are inclusive in that range. Now the question now says we should do what? Find the probability of choosing at random numbers or values of x that is divisible by both 2 and what? 3. From here, you should note that probability is the required outcome over the total outcome. Now, what is the required outcome? The required outcome, that is probability of required outcome, is equal to the required outcome, which says is number that are divisible both by 2 and 3. Now let's select numbers that are divisible by both 2 and 3. Now what are the numbers that are divisible by 2 and 3 at the same time? Now we have 6. 6 can be divided by 3 and can also be divided by 2. We also have 9 cannot, 11 cannot, 12 cannot, 12 can be divided by 2 and also be divided by 3, 13 cannot, 14 cannot, 15 cannot, 16 cannot, 17 cannot, 18 can be divided by both 2 and 3, because 18 divided by 2 is going to give us 9 times 2 is 18, and 18 divided by 3 will give us 6. 19 cannot, 20 cannot, 21 cannot, right? 21 cannot. Let's not continue underline them. 22 can, 22 cannot, 23 cannot, and then we'll have what? 24. So how many numbers do we have? 25 cannot. We have the required outcome to be equal to what? 4. Now, what is the total outcome? The total outcome is what? The total outcome is, we'll count all these whole numbers. If we count them, they will be equal to what? 5. So the probability of picking or choosing at random numbers that are divisible by both 2 and 3 will be equal to numbers that are divisible by both 2 and what? And 3 will be equal to the required outcome, which is 4 divided by the total outcome, which is what? 25. Now, if we simplify this, do we have this in the option? Yes, we have it as option what? Option D. So you see, this is very easy. Since your exam is going to be a computer-based exam, these are the kind of questions that you'll be given, and you'll be required some few seconds to get an answers to these questions. Learn these questions, practice them, check other similar questions in your Jamb past questions that are similar to these, practice them, and you'll see that your mathematics examination will be as easy as you can never think it should be. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and colleagues, and remember to also subscribe to my channel for more simplified mathematics solutions. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye for now.